Hi everyone, we're back with another lesson on the IELTS reading section. Last lesson, we looked at how to answer true, false, and or not given questions. This lesson, we'll be looking at how to answer diagram labeling questions. So, let's begin. The task for diagram completion or labeling questions is as it states. You will have to label the diagram given to you using words from the passage or a word list. You could be presented with one of the following types of diagrams. It could be either a design or plan, a technical drawing, for example, a machine or invention, or it could be a diagram of something in the natural world. Again, for example, a plant or an egg. When you're answering this question type, you need to keep the following in mind. You will have to read the instructions very carefully. The instructions will tell you if you're supposed to select words from the text and how many words you're supposed to use for each label. For example, one word or no more than 2 words. Now, if you use the wrong number of words, your answer will be marked incorrect, even if the information you give is correct. Let's look at how to approach this question type. First of all, read the instructions very carefully. As we just discussed, find out whether you have to label the diagram with words from the text or words from a word list. If the word comes from the text, note how many words you're required to write. Again, for example, 1 word or no more than 2 words. Second, look at this diagram and try to get a general understanding of what it's showing. There will be clues in headings, figures, and any labels already added. Also, these diagrams could be of something that you already know about, so use that knowledge to answer as well. Next, scan the text for keywords. This will help you identify where the answers are located. You will also have to read the relevant section of text in detail to find each answer. After you follow these steps, all you have to do is fill in the answer sheet and, most importantly, check your spelling. Now that we've looked at the strategy, let's look at some tips. Diagram labeling questions might look difficult, but they're not as hard as they may seem at first. Take a moment to go through the questions and the diagram and then go ahead and answer. Also, don't panic if the diagram looks complicated. It probably won't be. A diagram is just another way of presenting information, a combination of language and a drawing. You need no prior knowledge of the subject in order to complete it. Remember, this is a test of your reading skills, nothing else. Also, as we discussed the appearance of the diagrams earlier on, it might be something that you've already seen before. A good thing to do is use any little clues that are present in the diagram to help you understand it. For example, some numbers, text, one completed label, or even a heading in the word list box. Each gives you important information about the topic and will be related to the answers in some way. It's best to try to get a general understanding of the diagram before you read the text. Another helpful tip is to scan for keywords in the text to locate the paragraph with the answer in it. Then read in detail to identify the word or words needed for the label. Also, the information in the text that contains the answers will very likely include synonyms, so be on the lookout for them. And the final tip, if you're struggling with a particular label, move on. Grab the easiest marks and come back to relook at the others later if there's time left at the end. Also, make an educated guess if you have to, rather than leaving the answer blank. You may guess correctly and score the point. If you're choosing words from a word list, it will be easier to determine the answer when you've eliminated some of the other words. All right, it's time for an exercise. Have a look at the diagram and then go through the passage. Do read the instructions carefully, as it says write no more than 2 words from the passage for each answer. Take your time to complete the diagram and we'll go through the answers together. All right, let's go through the answers. For this passage, luckily for us, we actually have all the answers given in the first sentence. That is, the chicken egg consists of 6 main parts: albumin, yolk, shell, germinal disc, chalaza, and air cell. Now, just FYI, It will not always happen like this, but this is a sample passage, so let's go right on ahead and answer. Number 1, the answer is shell. We can find the answer in the 4th paragraph where it says, now let's talk about the outer part of the egg, the shell. It is a hard, protective coating around the egg. It is semi-permeable and lets gas exchange occur, but keeps other substances from entering the egg. On to number 2. The answer here is germinal disc. This answer can be found in the last paragraph. And last but not least, let's look at the germinal disc. It's a small circular white spot, 2 to 3 millimeters across, on the surface of the yolk. It is where the sperm enters the egg. Number 3, the answer is chalaza. Reference sentence, 2nd paragraph. Yolk is anchored by chalaza, a spiral rope-like strand that anchors the yolk in the thick egg white. Another clue to confirm the answer is there are 2 chalazae anchoring the yolk, one on the top and one on the bottom. And as we can see on the diagram, there are 2. The answer to number 4 is albumin. You can find the answer in the 3rd paragraph where it says, another very important part of the egg is the albumin, which is the inner thick white part of the egg. The answer to number 5 is yolk found in paragraph 2. And your reference sentence is, one of the main parts of the egg is the yolk, the yellow inner part of the egg where the embryo will form. And the final answer is air cell for question 6. Found in the 5th paragraph, you can see the answer from the sentence. The air cell usually rests between the outer and inner membranes at the egg's larger end. And that's how you can answer diagram labeling questions. I hope you were able to answer the same. We'll do a quick lesson recap before we end the lesson. We looked at the task for this question type, diagram labeling strategies, and some key tips. Join me for the next lesson where we'll learn all about matching type questions. See you then.